Sarah Klein, and I'm an EDS student in the Instructional Design and Technology program at the University of Memphis. I will be sharing with you the Assure model of instructional design. The Assure model was originally developed in 1993 at the University of Indiana. It was developed by 4 professionals who all have years of experience teaching in public schools as well as at universities. Richard Hynek, Michael Molenda, James Russell, and Sharon Smaldino worked together to develop this model and published it initially in 1999 as a part of the book Instructional Media and Technology for Learning. Since 1999, several updated editions of this book have been published, but the newer editions feature the Assure model as the center concept of the book. These books share insight on how to incorporate the Assure model and also include sample lesson plans that are based on this model. The Assure model is a prescriptive model, meaning it provides the framework to help teachers organize and develop instruction that frequently utilizes technology resources. This model is based on the constructivist learning theory and emphasizes that students must be involved in the learning process. The Assure model is a 6-step process, beginning with analysis and ending with evaluation. Each of the 6 steps make up one of the letters of the Assure acronym. This model is easy to follow and can be used in a wide range of teaching environments, from preschool to adult education. The first step of the Assure design model is the A, analyzing the learners. According to one of the developers, Sharon Smaldino, analyzing learners is one of the 3 most important steps in the Assure model. In order to properly plan instruction, one must first know who they are teaching. In analyzing learners, it is important to have an idea of who they are in terms of age and grade level, but it's also important to know about prior learning experiences, learning styles, and ability levels, including students who require accommodations or already possess exceptional skills in the content being taught. Without knowing your audience, it's impossible to effectively plan for them. The second step of the Assure design model is the first S, stating the objectives. In this step, it is important for instructional designers to establish what the desired outcome is. Where should the learners be at the end of the lesson? What should they be able to do, or what should they know? Without knowing where you are going with a lesson, it is hard to find the most effective route for getting there. This is the second of the 3 most important steps in the Assure model, according to Sharon Smaldino. The third step of the Assure design model is the second S, selecting the methods, media, and materials that will be used in instruction. This is the part of the planning where the actual instruction is designed. Here, the instructional designer decides what method is most appropriate and advantageous for teaching the content. The designer may use tutorials, simple explanation, cooperative groups, or videos. In this stage of the design process, the designer also must decide which materials will best contribute to the instruction. These materials may include print resources such as books, textbooks, magazines, or newspapers, or digital resources such as websites, DVDs, audio files, or computer software. Whatever materials are utilized should be chosen to enhance the method of delivery and contribute to the learning process. The fourth step of the Assure design model is the U, utilizing the media and materials that were selected in the previous step. In this step, the instruction is actually delivered. The media, resources, and materials that were chosen during the development process are put to work to aid in the teaching of the content. The fifth step of the Assure design model is the R, requiring learner participation. This is the part of the process where learners are actually involved and interacting with the content. In this step, students should be thinking, creating, analyzing, or discussing. The students need to be involved in order to truly gain knowledge and practice what they learn. This step should involve the students interacting with the materials and media that were selected in previous steps. There are many ways to accomplish this step, but it is important that students are involved in a way that produces measurable outcomes. Data, whether formative or summative, needs to be collected before the final step of the design model can take place. The sixth and final step of the Assure design model is the E, evaluating and reviewing the instruction. This is the third of the 3 steps that designer Sharon Smaldino considers most important. After all other steps have been completed, it is important for the instructor to evaluate all facets of the design process. The original objectives should be revisited, and it should be determined to what extent those objectives were met. The methods and materials should also be evaluated to ensure that they effectively contributed to the instruction. Notes should be made about which materials and methods worked well and which did not. The learner participation also needs to be reviewed. It should be assessed how students were involved and if it led to the fulfillment of the objectives. Student learning should be evaluated to verify that the students attain the desired skills or knowledge. This is a particularly important step because it allows the instructor to evaluate and reevaluate how the entire process progressed. Notes should be made and the design adjusted so that it can be improved for any future instruction. The Assure model is one of many instructional design models that exist today. If you are looking for an easy-to-follow model that helps pre-plan for instruction while focusing on student participation and media integration, this model might be a good fit for your design process.